Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we are talking about artificial intelligence because soon more AI is going to start hitting search engines. Here's what's going on, and before we dive into the nuts and bolts of where I'm getting a lot of this information from, we've got to talk about AI and search engines because AI or elements of AI have always been part of searching. Google's algorithms are quite frankly downright amazing and scary when it's returning results basically in your filter bubble. So when I'm searching on, I don't know, underwater basket weaving, because that's what I'm into, and I'm getting really accurate results, Google has really honed that. But now Microsoft is taking a step to basically step up the search engine game by taking AI in a different direction, and that's what we're talking about here. So listen up, you 6 people that actually use Bing. This one's for you. Now, it's coming from Tom Warren of The Verge, who I think had an excellent and concise write-up on this. So I'm going to be cribbing, quoting, paraphrasing, etc. from Tom quite a bit. And Tom, if you're watching or listening to this, thank you very much for your good reporting here from The Verge. Now, Microsoft is basically planning on launching a version of Bing that uses ChatGPT to answer search questions. Now, the publication, The Information, is reporting that Microsoft hopes to launch this new feature before the end of March, essentially in a bid to make Bing more competitive with Google. Maybe they'll get 7 people using Bing, I don't know. By using the technology behind ChatGPT, which is built by OpenAI, the AI company, Bing could provide more human-like answers to questions instead of just links for information. That's normally what we get. Hey, what happened in the Roman Empire? Now ChatGPT can tell me that, as opposed to me having to Google it, which takes me to Wikipedia, where I should have gone before. Now, both Google and Bing already surface relevant information from links at the top of many search queries, but Google's knowledge panels are particularly widespread when it comes to searching for information about persons, places, organizations, things, basically nouns, person, places, and things. So Microsoft's use of ChatGPT's like functionality could help Bing rival Google's knowledge graph. That's a knowledge base that Google uses to serve up instant answers that are regularly updated from crawling the web and user feedback. So if you search on Google, say, hey, when was Martin Luther King Jr. born? That kind of thing, Google will give you the answer without you having to click a link right at the top of the search, thus saving you time. People have complained, though, that if you're not going to the links, the people that are actually generating that information, like Wikipedia, are not getting your through traffic and therefore losing revenue. And that has been a complaint about Google for a while, but I digress. So Microsoft, if they are ambitious, could even go much further, offering up new types of AI-based functionality. ChatGPT brought basically conversational AI to the mainstream in 2022, and obviously users were creating everything from college essays. I literally just did I did a video / podcast on plagiarism. You can write code with it. I did another video on that and how AI code is insecure, basically saving you time at work, all those kinds of things. It can create poems, all this kind of stuff. This is based on on GPT 3.5, which is a large language model that was released last year. And ChatGPT, by virtue of that, has essentially amazed everyone with its ability to generate answers and authentic looking essays on basically you name the topic. But for all its skills, as Tom Warren here points out, it has major flaws, including racial biases and a tendency to present incorrect information as true fact. In other words, it should run for Congress. So, by virtue of that, even OpenAI, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has cautioned that, quote, it's a mistake to be relying on ChatGPT for anything important right now, end quote. This is something I actually talked about in my 3rd TED Talk, the biases, racial and otherwise, of artificial intelligence. We have to hammer out those kinks. I think we can. I think it will make the world a lot more collaborative as we are collaborating with more diverse engineers to basically hone and improve artificial intelligence. This is one of those pet peeves of mine, but again, I digress. So, exactly how Microsoft plans to integrate ChatGPT into Bing will be important, and it's likely that the company will start with beta tests and a limited amount of integration before it's ready for all Bing users to take advantage of. While ChatGPT could help Bing, I should say, challenge Google's dominance. Again, they might get 7 users out of this instead of 6. Google has already said it won't immediately launch its rival because of reputational risk, quote unquote. And that is exactly what we're talking about here. In the same way that ChatGPT or OpenAI's CEO says, don't do that, here we are. Now, Google reportedly cited bias and factuality issues with existing AI chatbots as the reason they're not willing to go fully that. Now, interestingly enough, Microsoft, and again on another tangent, has played with AI publicly before. You might remember Microsoft Tay, I believe it was called. Again, on a tangent from Tom Warren's excellent article here, but within 24 hours, Tay basically turned into a Nazi, saying that I think it was like he liked Adolf Hitler and like all of these things, and they had to pull Tay off of Twitter. It literally took less than 24 hours of just ingesting Twitter to turn an AI into a Nazi. It's unbelievable, and it was a huge black eye for Microsoft, and so hopefully this will, again, just keep up, they won't fall into that issue with ChatGPT as they begin to leverage that technology by the end of March. Google has been using various large AI language models to improve its search engine subtly for years, as I mentioned at the very beginning before I started this. So, excellent article, Tom Warren of The Verge, if you're listening to this, but this was great. I think this is really important as well. I think we're going to continue to see more AI integrated into everything. That was one of my predictions for 2023, as I did a video/podcast on that. AI is going to continue to be there, specifically in cybersecurity, but also, in the rest of the world as well. So we're going to see where this goes. But those 6 users of Bing, you might have some friends that are starting to use Bing because ChatGPT may be giving you the information you need. Just make sure it's accurate. So why don't you go ahead and Google it just to make sure when you're done. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.